sorry about the scream. I am getting ready to break out of
Stretch in the
solitude jail. I'm about to break out of solitude jail, and it's actually pretty easy for me. So you guys, easiest thing to do, and this might not look familiar to you. I started a new game, but I still have a lot of stuff. So this might look a little different to you. But anyways, the door is going to be adept. I suggest having, here, let me find it, the lockpick skill unbreakable, because that's much easier. Nothing else matters much, but another good thing to have most of the time is probably, I suggest you don't have to have it. There's a couple other ways you could do this, but I'm suggesting that you use invisibility right here. I'm suggesting you use this. So I'm going to be using invisibility, and then I'm going to do one without invisibility. You don't have to have incinerate, it's just something I'm using. So anyways, there we go. And if you're using invisibility, you probably want to go invisible right after this, because it's very easy to be seen right after you open that. See, there is going to be a guard that walks out, and he'll kind of like check your cell, well, different cells. He'll kind of check yours. Your sneak skill I don't think matters if you have invisibility, but I suggest having that to like level 100. But you don't, again, you don't need to. It's just a suggestion. I don't think there's any more guards. I think that was the last guard right there. Crap. So, I believe, if I'm correct, and one of these, I'm not going to use invisibility for a little bit. I believe in one of these doors is all your stuff. That is the door out, towards where General Tullius is. So if you want to go see him, he's like almost right behind that door. Not exactly, but pretty close. Yeah, this is definitely why you want invisibility. I believe if I can get a sneak on him and then so I think this is gonna last forever. I'm not sure, but I just have this mod called Force Grip, which is gonna be the easiest thing for me to use right now, just to like kind of get him out of my way. It doesn't matter if you kill him with this, if you have the mod. It's called, I think, I'll show you guys the mod in a second, but I think it's right in here that you want to come into. Yeah, it's right in here you want to come into. If you have any stolen goods, it would be right in here. I don't have any stolen goods. There's a free ebony, well, for me, I don't know if it's for you guys, I'm level 100. For me, there's going to be an ebony sword, so everyone level 100, just letting you know that. It's going to be a lace sword, iron shield. If you're low level, that's a pretty good thing to have. See, here's all my stuff, and I'm just going to take that, and I'll equip my ring of disarming right now, an ultimate, ring. And if you have good, like, armor or anything, I suggest getting that on, because, I mean, I think General Tullius, if you walk out of that place, if you've gone in there, I don't think he gets mad at you or anything, because I walked straight in there, he didn't care. But if you have a bow, it's probably good to take that, and I'll show you why in a second. Anyways, if you remember the exit, it's right over here. It's gotta kind of maneuver yourself around here. Oh, there's another guard, I guess, somewhere. I'm not exactly sure where the second guard is. He's probably downstairs right now, or coming up the stairs to up here. Don't worry about him if you see him. Well, that is if you have good weapons or anything, or invisibility. But the best thing I suggest doing here is sneaking your way through this. And there's usually a guard right there, so you can either sneak by him, or you can kill him attack with a bow, and that's why you're going to be needing the bow.
That's not what my scouts report, sir.
Do a quick little roll. They won't see you if you have your skill.
It's not cause.
There's a couple things down here if you're like low level. I think this is also like the guard barracks, so there might be a couple guards there. Okay. May have messed up there. There's a couple things around here. I'm gonna just sneak out of here.
Well, if he wants to stand outside the protection of the Empire, fine. Let Ulfric pillage his city.
So I guess that's the guard barracks. There's a couple good things
You
around.
people in your damn yards.
There's a book right there. I think that's a skill book, but I'm not sure. So the like actual exit is right here. What I suggest doing is right when you get out. I think there's gonna be a couple guards around. I'm not exactly sure. Because last time, well, you saw at the beginning of the video that one guy caught me when I was trying to sneak past the general toilets.
You have committed crimes against Skyrim.
Alright, if you get unlucky, there's gonna be a couple of guards outside. I suggest if your weapons aren't really good and you usually can't kill these guys, like I said, this is the invisibility one. I'll show you the non-invisibility one in a second here. But I suggest going just invisible and just running your way over to here and then go towards the left. And just hide for a bit, and you probably won't be seen. But if you are, and run towards up here, and I suggest just hiding behind some of these crates. And if they do come up there, I suggest trying to run back down the stairs. Go straight for the middle. Because you still won't be seen because of invisibility. I suggest just running all the way till you get to the blue palace. There's usually a guard there, so he's not there for me because I already killed him. But usually you're going to go towards here and try to just sneak by him and get into the blue palace because you'll be actually pretty safe there. If you hide in this one spot, I will show you in the second thing. My health is very high. That's how you see like my health barely even going down or anything. Alright, so I'm gonna go get myself back in prison in a second here. If I can go uninvisible. There we go. Let me equip my dragon bone arrows. It probably won't even matter in a second here. But, I mean, it's still good to, oh crap, I'm in the wrong place. It's still good to equip it, just in case you need it. Here we go, dragon bone arrow. There we go. So I guess I could just probably run my way. I don't know, just go towards guards. I mean, that's all I gotta say. There's a guard right here. I'll just go talk to.
You have committed crimes against Skyrim and her people. What say you in your defense?
Alright, I submit.
Stretching the castle dower dungeon will straighten you right out.
Alright, we're gonna do a couple tutorials on a couple different jails. The Riften one isn't too hard, but I'll show you that one too. The Whiterun one, I bet everyone's been in. It's very easy to escape, but if you don't know a good way, I'll show you in a second. So if you don't have invisibility or like any good spell or any good weapon, in my case, I'm probably gonna use like one of my really bad weapons. But if you're like not too good at the game or anything, then you could just sneak around. I'm gonna show you probably a lot of that. But if you have like some kind of weapon that's kind of good, you want to do this, close the door back, try to just hide. By any chance, you'll probably have you're most definitely gonna have the fire spell. What I suggest doing is if he tries to like walk in or anything, sorry about this guys, I have a couple different things. You'll have the flame spell, so if he walks in, don't even worry about it, just use that on him and you can probably get pretty far with that. Again, he's gonna be walking that way, so you might wanna, if you're like not a high level on sneak, I suggest walking this way. Then again, walk through here. There's gonna be no guards here. You're gonna come up here, take a left. Ooh, there is apparently a guard there. Alright, if you see that guard, just keep on walking, walk behind a couple walls, try to be a little bit faster than him, or you could do this and stay behind the wall and kind of look and see if he's coming that way. Then you want to just keep on going. I believe it's this door. Or you wanna, no. You wanna come, dang it, I missed it, didn't I? Bet you anything is where he went into. I don't know, maybe. No, I think it's behind this. Yeah, so you wanna, there's a guard right there. You wanna come, you most definitely he's gonna be sitting there apparently, but just use your flame spell on him. And you'll probably be good. Just try to keep a distance from him. If he does get a couple hits on you, don't worry. Mostly it's the Imperial sword. Just keep on using your flame spell, just like me, and you'll be just fine. Then, but if you're sneaking enough, when he walks up here, you could probably just sneak in. But again, you're probably low level. There's probably a couple low levels that aren't exactly good at sneaking. So again, come in here, get whatever you need to get from the evidence chest, and then come get your belongings. You guys probably aren't gonna have good stuff, so I'm just gonna keep this stuff on. I'll take the ring of disarming off because there's no way you guys are gonna have that, but I'll put that on. See, the armor is way too good on this, so I'm not even gonna equip that. So you guys are probably gonna have a really low leveled kind of weapon, and it's not gonna be the greatest probably. So I'm gonna use, I don't know, I have a lot of good weapons, guys. I'm sorry about this. 90 damage, 51. A wooden sword. Alright, I'm gonna use a wooden sword. So again, you're probably gonna have your flame spell. I suggest equipping that with whatever sword you have, because that is probably good to use in this kind of place. And I guess you guys are probably gonna have like a little hunting bow or something. And if you have a long bow, that's okay. So I'm gonna go grab this guy's back here. I'm just trying to prove that you can easily do this with just random stuff. So Imperial bow isn't that good. Let's see, good weapons. So guys are probably again gonna have some sucky arrows. Let me use the Imperial bow. So you'll probably have iron arrows and like some kind of bow. It doesn't really matter what kind of bow you have, as long as you have a bow, which you should get either at the start of the game, or you could get a hunting bow or an Imperial bow from a couple different places. But if you don't have a bow, I guess if you go in here and you get imprisoned, then the best thing to do is just take one of those.
He'd be insane to try. He doesn't have
Again, you want to come over here. It's very easy to kill this dude right here. The guy down here is just as strong as him. I'll show you
It's not
that it's pretty easy.
Call it whatever you like.
You don't have to be too close here. I'll actually do it all about from the distance or from him. It doesn't matter if you have this or not. You probably won't. So I suggest like just doing this.
On the other hand,
Um,
also refuses to
and
acknowledge
if he starts attacking you, like if the guy in front starts attacking you because your thing isn't good enough, like I said, you guys are probably gonna have some sucky weapons or something. So just use your wind sword. And make sure you have that fire stone, your fire equipped. So use whatever sword you have and just attack him a couple times. If he gets you, don't worry too much. I'm just getting hit a lot right now. Keep on using your flame spell for kind of a distance, and then always go into that thing right there. Oh god, this is not good. Alright, I'm gonna do a real quick invisibility. I know this isn't the invisibility one, but I'm just trying to show you because the other dude
Committed
was
crimes
dead.
against Skyrim.
You people.
Because that other dude was dead, so that's the best I could do. Anyways, again, you want to go straight out the door. If there's solitude guards outside waiting for you, this time you're probably not going to have invisibility, so you want to just take a run for it, make a right, and then make another left. You'll probably lose them. If you don't already, and there's a guard sitting there or something, suggest coming behind here. Just take in a little hide right here. If they still find you, I'll show you another place, but they probably won't find me. So you want, and if they do find you, then you might want to come up here. So sometimes it's good to be up here. Sometimes they find you there, or you get cornered there, and they still find you. So sometimes it's better just to come around here and take right here. I know these are kind of noob spots, but there is one good spot I suggest. No, it's not here. I wish it was. One good spot I suggest is coming up by here. You'll see these little things. Taking a right, jumping off of this, and going right behind this. Okay, I can see into the wall. That's pretty cool, isn't it? But yeah. So I guess now we'll do the Riften one, and I'm not making any cuts or anything. Of course, this is live, anyways. But if we just go to Riften right here, we'll somehow get ourselves arrested here. I always get arrested here. And I'll show you guys how to break out of this one. Now the one in Winterhold, I'm probably not going to be able to help you on because I keep on killing people in Winterhold and I haven't been sent to the jail yet. So I don't know. And I've said take me to jail and it's not been working for me. So I guess you just I can just walk like this. If okay, dragon attack. Oh, okay, never mind.
I
You wanna
guess you're
say-
smarter than you look.
I guess if you go to jail, but if you're already wanted there, then you can just walk through the front. If you haven't already died there and you got out, but you can just walk in and there will be a guy there. So this one, you can see looks a lot different. Now, don't worry about this broken shackle. It doesn't do anything, and trust me, don't activate it, because that guard will be walking right there. Though there's a Thieves Guild symbol, that does not do anything at all. See? Does not do anything at all. Again, this is going to be the invisibility one. So, you're going to want to wait till he's either in that one place towards the, kind of close to the barracks, or you're going to want to wait until he's on the other side. Check those. You want to come out and instantly go invisible. Now, since you're invisible, even if you don't have good sneak skill, should be good enough. Though you don't have good sneak skill, you can hide behind here and close that door. Now, from here, and if you guys are like a high level, like a very high level, there's a glass shield. Here's your evidence chest, and if you keep on going, you'll see right here is your belongings. Now, if you don't have a key, Gordon bow. If you don't have a key, I suggest equipping your invisibility. I'm trying to kind of sneak behind this dude, just to pickpocket him. Apparently, he's already caught me. But a Now, I didn't put these here. A glass sword if you're a high level, but using your sneak to either pickpocket off him, or the guy who walks around first. But anyways, come get your chest with all your weapons in it and everything. Again, this one, oh, I must have picked up something that I wasn't supposed to pick up. Or maybe I can just do this. Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna do this one for like the good players. So just get on whatever, well, this first one's for the good players. Just get on whatever stuff you have. Most of my stuff is pretty good, so it'll be pretty good. I wouldn't suggest a sword, but if you only have like a really good sword, then that's okay. In my case, I have good almost everything, but I'm going to be using my best, which is my Daedric swords. So you want to use whatever kind of weapon you have. You want to kind of sneak. At this point, I suggest having good sneak because I believe if you walk down here, there's usually a guy sitting there. If he's not, you have just got lucky. And if he's over here patrolling, kind of, you want to kind of squirm yourself behind here. Just like hug the wall, whatever side he's going on, don't worry about it. And right when he turns around, you want to go for it. Kill him real quick. Just get a sneak kill. If you get detected, just keep on using your weapon. Just keep on using your weapon. If you get detected, it doesn't matter much. You'll just get more of a bounty, but I guess that doesn't matter to most of you. Now, again, if you don't have many weapons and you're trying to use some kind of like thing that's like what's it called, a spell, by now you'll probably have the sparks. So I'm just find that real quick because most of you guys will have the sparks because it's like one of the things you get at the beginning of the game. And if you're more like a spell person, like I said, because this is kind of spells, because you're gonna have the what's it called? You're gonna have the invisibility, and that probably means that you have a lot of spells. But anyways, if I can even find it, oh, here it is. This might be it, I don't know. This is definitely not it. So, if you have, I guess I'll just do flames for now then. So you'll most definitely have flames, which is right up here for me. You'll most definitely have flames, and if you're more of like person who's like stealth, keep on using your flames from far enough away. And if you have to back up and like move around a whole bunch, then I suggest doing that. If you get hit once, it's okay because you'll probably have good armor if you're watching this part. But if you don't, then I'll do that tutorial in a second now. But just keep on using the flame. I know it doesn't look like much, but it definitely gets some damage done pretty quick. And it's the best way to just spread it. And if you have good magicka and like a lot of magicka, it's pretty easy. Anyways, you want to grab whatever weapon you have. I'll change up my weapons. Let's just get, you'd probably get a bow, because if the guy who walks in because all the flames, he's probably going to go there, and if you have good sneak, he's going to be like, he's going to be checking out the dead bodies, and if you were down there and you killed them with the flames, then there's going to be a guy coming through there. By any chance, there's a couple different places he will be, but if you have a good enough sneak, you should be able to just see where he's at, and then from there kill him. It's actually not too hard. It may look a little bit harder than it actually is, but it's actually most of the easy stuff. Yeah, there's a glass sword right here. Just saying. for me, it does a lot of damage. Anyways, if you're a high level, I'm guessing like between 46 and 100, then I guess there will be a glass sword here. And there will be glass shield right there, I guess, if you want to know that, but I'm not sure what levels it exactly is. There's a, I believe, skill book right here. I don't know, it might just be a normal book. It might be a skill book though. But again, they're in Riften. The guards will either probably hear you and come running in, or if you killed that one guy there, they won't. But there's usually a guard like right there, and you want to just, if one of them sees you, and I never said this was going to be easy, guys. You want to take a swift left towards the docks. Just wait for your loading screen or whatever, which is gonna take for freaking ever. You want to take a swift left to the docks. Now I'll show you guys why. Because right after you get onto the dock, obviously Solitude guard, the Riften guards, probably not going to be that close to you. So there's two options you have, which is one, dropping straight into the water, or going onto that building and trying to like kind of scale it. So I'll show you me doing that in a second here. If I can even get up, but I don't know if I can. Or you can just go down here. There's probably going to be a lot of arrows going towards you, so I'm suggesting the water. I'm just going to kill a couple of these dudes right now.
Don't get any drive. You have committed crimes against.
I don't give a crap. Yeah, there's probably going to be a lot of Riften guards. But when you first get in here, there's probably not. But if you first get in here and if you want to get on top of this building, it's kind of a weird maneuver. You got to kind of like come over here. Oh my god, you guys. Okay, I'm sorry, but alright. This is much better. Now, isn't it? Now, this is your fault. This is not mine. Get dead. I don't know. But you guys want to kind of do a swift maneuver.
By order of the stop right.
You want to kind of, and if you can't get on that building, it's fine. You want to just come over here. You can just jump off the fence. It doesn't really matter. But jump yourself into the water, and just from there, you want to keep on swimming. And just get as far away from there as you can. There's probably going to be arrows coming towards you, so probably get under one of those places. Of course, I can't fast travel. So let's just get away from these guys real quick. As my slow time, I have a slow time overall, so this is probably going to take forever to actually be able to do. Oh god, this takes forever. Alright, Alright. So now, if you're a noob, see if I can get a steel dagger or something. Well, there's iron swords there. I'll use one of those. By any chance, you're probably gonna have an iron sword if you haven't already sold it and got a steel sword. But in my case, if you're just getting here and you've committed some crimes like killing Ketchy or something, or Gorion, if you have like a crime like that, oh god. Never mind, they're just trying to kill me.
I'm really gonna talk. When you borrowed the money.
Sorry about that.
How was I to know the shipment would get robbed?
Alright, let's see if I can get them to say like stop in the order of the euro. I don't know. Okay, you were saying it, but you didn't exactly get the words out of your mouth. Do it? Okay, you guys are all shooting me. I'm sorry. I don't want to do this. Do you really want to see me kill every single one of your friends? Alright. Are you the last one? I want to see if you say stop in the order of the Jarl or whatever. Ooh, an iron sword, which I'll be using later. So if you don't actually have any weapons and you're like just starting, which you probably will anyways, but say you sold all your stuff and everything, there's a really easy way to get all this done.
You have committed crimes against Skyrim and her people. What say you in your defense? I guess you're smarter than
Again, this
you
is
look.
the non-invisibility one. I basically did it, but this is the non-invisibility and noob one. So if you're like a noob and you don't really have good weapons, or you're trying to get weapons like pretty quick, what I suggest doing is if you see him over there, don't even worry. So just try to get this lockpick as best you can. And if you open it, you want to just run straight from him. Take a weapon. I'm going to steal the iron sword because I'm going to be using that. And you probably don't have too good stuff. Just using fire again. Or if you're like more of a two-handed person like me, just use 2 iron swords, which will most definitely be here. If you see that guard, don't worry about it. You just try to kill him the best you can. If you're like using one-handed here, I'll show you that right now. If you're using one-handed, oh crap. If you're using, come on. If you're using one-handed, I suggest blocking most of the time so you can get them, and then try to stagger them a bit, and keep on doing that and kind of blocking, stagger, and swing. If another one comes, you'll probably be fine. If you've already killed the other guard, then you'll probably be good. Keep on staggering. I'm just horrible with iron swords because I've never used them a lot, but I paralyzed them. So take like one of the guards down. Most of them have pretty good like iron battle axes and stuff, so you could get that and then get yourself an iron battle axe, and that's probably the best thing to use other than a warhammer. Oh crap, they're all here, aren't they? Try not to alert the other guards. There's a couple other ways to do this. You don't have to do it this way. It's just how I'm doing it for now. You want to just obviously kill this dude right. Whoa! He grabbed my sword and killed me with my sword. That's not a good.
You need to do it the other way.
Oh, of course my game crashes.